Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up. Let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you gon' wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you gon' wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
Hey guys, hold on 1 second. I am looking for, I just realized it was 6. It's feeding time, and this is a kitty cat. Okay, she'll come. Hello. How are y'all doing? Oh, I already have my guest. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I thought the same thing. Okay. Hello, everybody. I don't even know how long it's been since I've been live, and apologies. We've just had a lot going on. Supposed to have surgery tomorrow, but I put it off until next month. We just have some repairs going on at home, so everything is a mess. My whole house. But hello. It is last minute, but let me say hello to Miss Sarah. You guys can hear me. Can you see me? Yeah, I've been doing shit all day. Hello. All my stuff is gone. I've been moving shit. I don't like it. Oh, hey, Gypsy Raven. Are we back to, you took out Raven, right? Okay. Hey, Vault. Hello, Aries. Not my real name. Hello, Anne. Absolutely. Get some sleep. Understood. Hey, Kirsten. Nice to see you. I want everyone, please, to keep your prayers, thoughts, whatever you believe, for our Lisa, who's in the hospital. I got to reach out to her for a short bit. She seems to be doing some better, but we not sure if she's out of the ICU or not. So if you do that, please do that. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Hey, sweets. Well, I haven't been live, so you haven't missed anything. And that's why, again, Hold on, let me finish my hellos and then we'll get into it. We will get into it. I don't like this light. God, it's so flippin' hot. Did I say hi, Aries? Hope you are well. Let me get down here. Hey, not really talking. Nice to see you. Mari, hey, nice to see you. Dreamy, nice to see you. Okay. I think I'm getting here because hey, Petty. Like, this is literally not much time, heads up at all. I was going to try to do it yesterday, but ran out of time. Thank you. Yes, if you're thinking about it, that would be great. I know. But it kind of, proves a point. We'll get into. Yes. We'll talk about it all later, but we'll see how it goes. Some days are good, some days are not good with it. And I'm rethinking it. Rethinking, but it is what it is right now. Okay. Oh, thank you, Dreamy, for being a member for 18 months. Thank you so much. I hope it's okay I call you Dreamy. I don't know. I've always called you Dreamy. It won't let me star you. Why not? Okay. If my guest will just hold on 1 second. Hey, Kendra. You're on your kayak. I didn't want to bother you. I know you're trying to, get away from all this stuff. So I didn't notify you, but nice to see you. I hope you're enjoying the day. And I'm sorry if I miss anybody. Okay. No, George is here. Hello, George. Okay. All right. So why am I live? Okay. I had said the last time, whatever, was it 3, maybe 4 weeks ago when I did a live that, I was going to take a seat back and like just be in chats and shit. Because we had stuff coming up and because whatever surgery, which I put off, whatever. But that I would be in, okay, perfect. That I would be in chats and, kind of everything we're going to talk about is again, it's going to kind of hop over a few things because I've been holding it in for a few weeks. Again, trying to just, move on with life but I'm still going to have my opinions about things just like anybody else, just like any sub, just like any CC. And that's all it took. I have not talked about Maria's husband, but because my comments and, she titles the live for you, Janet Sue. So again, I guess we're going to start titling things, your, first and middle name, which is what I had up, but I know you'll strike because that's what you've been doing, right? That's what you've been doing. Pathetic, but we can keep it in the titles for a while too. We can do that game. And, while I wanted to address stuff today, I also, if I have time, covered the live that she was responding to. And she's like, well, I'll cover her, what I saw her say when Brooke who was playing it? Anne was playing Mom. Cooch edited, was it my live or is it Maria's live? It was Maria's live and had to edit it a long ass time to take out all the doxes, even kids' names and whatnot. And she was threatening to play the video of mine. I'll gladly do it. It's probably one of the longest videos I've ever done. I realize it's like 5 hours, so that's going to take a lot more time. Again, it was originally called, pre-snow game. That's when everybody's January 23rd. Everybody's waiting for a snowstorm. And she lost her shit that day. And we'll table that for another day. But this whole Janet Sue thing, I think it's funny. Before I bring up my guest, there is something I wanted to play real quick. It's going to tie in, I think, to everything. And if you guys are still believing this Maria, like she doesn't play games, then that's on you. And you know what? Let me go ahead and bring up my guest. If she doesn't mind, I'm going to play something else first. And then we're going to play what was just a few minutes of today's. So just to show you how she operates. So let me, Volty, let me bring you up. Are you okay? You have a avatar up. Hello, hello.
Hey,
Hey,
can you hear
lady.
me?
Yes, perfect. One of these, finally, one of these times that All right, so real quick before we get to today, I just wanted to share this. This is from September 26th last year, so on her previous channel. Okay, and I just want to show you the kind of games. Oh, where'd you go? The games that she plays. You know, let's just put it on screen, and you can see. I'm just going to play a few seconds here of how she goes about doxing and how she tried to play it off as something else. And it might remind you guys of way back when everybody was changing their name to, let's just use Gypsy, for example, Gypsy Janet, or, lots of people will put in Janet because she comes out and just says, oh, I just picked Janet out of thin air, blah, blah, blah. So I just want you to hear this. She knew exactly what she was doing. Let's see. Should be lined up to go. Deleted it. No, is this the right one? Let's see if this is it. I thought it was back a little bit more. No, I'm wondering. I think this is it.
I think Jamie deleted it and she said, nope, we're not doing that.
Hold on.
I had so much fun. And I don't know if you guys know, but the reason I wrote the name, I'm watching you, or I see you, Janet, because I was thinking of something to do, and then I'll tell you what I was thinking. I was going to write, the other day, remember when I said somebody in the community was charged with child endangerment or child, like something to do with children? So I said that, and on my live, and
mind you, this is like a month or so after she received a list from Jenny. This is all, again, her playing games.
People started confessing. So there was more than one. People are like, I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? It wasn't even the people that were confessing. Oh my God, she found my record. It was this, and it was that, and I was like, what? So then me and my just want to be a pain in the ass type attitude thing, I put, I see you, Janet, out of the blue. Like I said, every week I'm going to put a different name. And then people will be like, I'm going to throw out, like, let's say Catch Rule or any other account that doesn't Salty Pepper. They'll be like, oh my God, that's my name. She's warning me. She's done.
Yeah, that was your another attempt at trying to warn me. And that was your another way to try to intimidate whatever me, to say, I know who you are. So I just think it's funny. That's how, again, how ridiculous games that she plays at her age, and tried to make it look like it. And then later on in another live, she says it was a psyop, actually probably in this live later on, it was like a psyops for, us to admit things. Again, she was just playing games with that list and fucking with people. But anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. So that's how it started with her docs of me, just pretending like, oh, she just happened to guess, just whatever. So anyway, but let me remove that. And I'm going to add hers today. But go ahead and chat if you would like to say hello, Volty. The floor is yours for a minute while I change screens. That's October 30th. Wrong one. Oh, it's a Rumble. Are you still there? Volty?
She thinks I'm triggered. That's what's funny. Not triggered at all.
No. And okay. So do you want to say anything? You want me just to go ahead and play what she said today? Oh, I have a breach. I'm going to step aside. Do you want to say anything first? Or you want me to just go ahead and play it? Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me? Uh-oh. I'm going to put something in the back chat. I don't think she can hear me.
Okay.
If you can't, okay, let me tell her. Well, hi, StreamYard. What's the date? Good. I had time.
Oh, she gave Tippy's info to Deadly. That's nice because he's a safe person. And doesn't Deadly drop, I don't know, the N word, the R word? It's probably.
I don't think she can hear me, so I'm going to ask her to check the back chat. I think she's going to have to drop. Balt, I'm talking. Can you hear me? Yeah, okay. Hold on, let me catch up then while she does that. Because I have to read every single one. Sorry if anybody else came in. Hello, hello. All right, everybody. Pray. Are you there? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think I've already loaded. I have this already loaded. So I think when I changed screens or whatever, for some reason, it dropped you. So what I said is, you want me to go ahead and play this bullshit from this morning and kick it off, or do you want to say anything beforehand we get started?
No, you can go ahead and play it.
Okay. I'm going to make sure it's there. There it is. And here we go. It should be. All right, make sure I'm not muted. It should be queued up. This was from today.
I don't even know what she talked about. It was like 3.5 hours of. I still haven't heard it, but I've heard clips of it, and you're so full of shit. And you can say 1,000,000 times, "You're so happy. You're so happy. You're so happy." Hey, Jane Lee, how are you? Hi, Sidiana. Disturbing psychotic. It is. It's extremely disturbing and psychotic. Are you kidding?
I have never seen someone so bothered by anybody saying they're happy. She's just not going to be happy until she thinks it's miserable. It's like, I really hate to break it to you, but she is happy. Anybody can tell that talks to her, especially given now and a year and a half ago. But whatever. You keep thinking that, Maria. You keep telling yourself that. Oh, the other part I was going to play in that, by the way, September of 2025 is when she thought somebody was a genius for coming up with Elderly 11. And it wasn't until January and stuff that I started calling her Momo. And she's having an absolute fit that how dare I not call her by her, her handle. Like the hypocrisy is just fucking outstanding. Like you were literally so proud of that name, calling me Elderly 11, you pussy ass bitch. But okay, here we go.
Kidding? It's really bad. But she wants to be like, "You're so happy," and then she says to Sarah Z, that what was it that she? Let me see if I can get the clip. Hold on. Hey, Sally. She says that
And all of us, huh?
She told Sarah Z she didn't tell me because I'd be homophobic. Are you fucking kidding me?
The other weird thing that I didn't notice way back then, Walt and George, she was saying when I was listening to one, I think it was from October or maybe the September one of 2025, she was saying the exact same thing about George wants to wear a dress. As she has been lately. I mean, it's the exact same script that he's a dangerous man. He's this, I mean, the exact same, just like she does with Jen, the exact same shit. Again, saying that about a gay man, he wants to wear dresses because he's friends with women, talks to it. Just, I don't understand that logic, but okay. Sorry, I got a lot pent up that I've kept inside here for 3 or 4 weeks. Boy. All right, I'll play again.
They all lie.
Yeah, sure.
It's all the same shit. Find out where I was making fun of somebody who's gay in a chat or something. Go ahead.
Ugh.
Just her relatives. Keep
They're
going.
so full of it. And
Hmm.
hold on, you want to hear another racist?
Oh, good. Yeah, we'll get into that too. She pops around, so she goes to you and then to all these other things. So we'll just have to hit them.
One. Oh wait, Brooke, I wanted to tell Brooke something. Brooke, when I told Brooke about when we were talking about Glenwood and going back to prison, Brooke, you're the last person to find out. If you think that I don't know how you are, hey Sally, if you don't think I know how you are, that anything that's told to you, you run to Anne, and Anne turned on the camera and was trying to be like here's the break.
So what you're saying is, Maria, is that again, you used a friendship to test Brooke. You say she's this way, so you thought you would tell her something uh, about Jules that she obviously at this time probably wouldn't want out. And I love how you spin shit. What's your excuse for talking shit about Lindsay? And I'm sure there's even more stuff that you've told her. And then when it comes out, you flip it around like it was a test. Like, why do you always test with your friends' information? Why not on yours? Or, I mean, just, are you still there, Balti?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. I'm going to read the comments while this plays. I just thought that was
That's what I was
interesting.
doing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the way she flips shit is obviously Jules is upset with you, Maria. And it's
That's how she
interesting to me,
backpedals.
right? I mean, obviously we all saw Jules trying to probably get back at Maria by coming over and commenting on Anne's post last week. Everybody they talked about that last week. So, and if anybody else had done that, it would be scorched earth. And so it is interesting to see Maria having a little restraint here and not like losing her shit. Because you know damn well if any of us had done that, forget it.
And I do want to say,
Breaking
she
news,
did
she's
say on
not
one of her lives, sorry, she did say Maria said on one of her lives, Vault, you don't know, Brooke messages me. How about I do know Brooke messages you? I just don't care. I don't control my friends and what they do, so I do know. I just found it odd that Maria messages Brooke all the time, but then shit talks Brooke in front of everybody because she's got a save face with all the people in her chat
Yep.
drinking her Kool-Aid. Like, she don't like Brooke and she don't talk to Brooke, but she repeatedly reaches out to Brooke. Brooke has never hidden that she's talked to Maria. She's never hid it from me. She's never hid it from Anne or anybody. So I don't know what you're trying to prove there, Maria.
I don't either. I don't either. I don't. Oops, sorry. Oh, I lost my point of yeah, like we care if she's talking to Maria or not. See, we're not. See, you know why her mind goes there is that's because that's what she does. She would sit there and just barrage a friend if they're talking to somebody. None of us, not that I know of, has gone to Brooke and said, "Oh my God, you're still talking to Maria. I don't want nothing to do with you." You know, no.
Right.
Okay.
faithful to Jules. Gotcha, Brooke.
Okay.
Jules knew before you did.
Why did you
See how easy it is that you think that you can talk to people and
who looked it up? That's what I want to know, Maria. Why are they looking up where he was and then that Jules knew? Or are you saying that Jules knew and told you? That's not how it's sounding right now. It's sounding like you found out and told Jules, and then you say you told Brooke. Why would you even tell Brooke if like it doesn't even make sense? All right, I'm gonna go deal with something real quick. I'm gonna let it play.
Okay.
pretend like you're their friends. See how easy it is to flip it on you? And then Anne to look like the idiot that she is and go live and say, breaking news. Breaking news is that Brooke is a snake and Anne fell for it too. I love it. Makes you look like the fool that you are. But here's what I was going to say about Vault. Vault, you keep making fun of it, of dementia. when your mother has dementia?
Hold on. First of all, Vault is hardly ever around. And I'm guessing you made one comment. I'm not even sure. But do you want me to go ahead and just let it play and then address it?
Yeah, you can let it play and then I'll address it.
Okay. Sorry, I keep interrupting.
I work full time. I do all my stuff by myself. Does your mom do that? No, right? Because she has dementia. So don't make fun of people who don't have it and pretend like they have it.
I'm sorry. I'm too pissed. Like, why are you bringing up fucking family? You dumb bitch. Okay, I'll let her finish. Again, you see how her logic goes? All right, no, you got a lot to say too. All right, here we go.
I don't think your mom can hold a full-time job, right? And you've been dealing with it for years. So how is that okay for you to keep making fun of it?
Keep making fun of it. Mm-hmm.
I know, and she keeps mentioning it like if I have it. You know, chances are you'll get it, Vault, because your mother has it. I don't. Doesn't run in my family. But keep mocking it. That's what happens. That's the karma you get back when you mock somebody by telling them they have that. I'll tell you what, you can say that I have it, whatever. I've never been to anybody's house. I've never been to anybody's court hearings. I've never agreed with Dee and laughed at it and wanted people to go to or contact Jules or go in Groves to her house.
Okay, I'm going to pause
Okay.
here for you to respond, but I also just want to mention before Vault gets started, this is typical fucking Maria. Even when you're falling out, she was started distancing herself. Whose group chat was it, Maria? It was your group chat. And now you're distancing yourself from everything. Like you were some victim in your own group chat, people that you handpicked to be in there. And that, you know, you're suddenly, you know, you're so bold and brave on the internet, but not when things you say you morally don't agree with, was just happening and you had no control. And then you said, and basically controlled the channel and all the nasty negative stuff about Sophie or whoever. And again, you just showed up. Then why didn't you, if your morals are so fucking high, why didn't you walk away from Anne? Instead, it was the other way around. Anne left you 6 months prior and you begged her to be quiet about it. So you're a fucking liar. All right, the floor is yours. I will catch up now on stuff. I'll shut up.
First, I'm not making fun of dementia at all. I've never said that my mom has it. I said I suspect it and I asked what the symptoms are. So that's first of all. Second of all, when I say I think Maria has dementia, I'm not joking. I'm not laughing. I'm not joking because clearly she has forgotten everything she has said and done in that group chat, in on the internet. Like this racist thing that she's like going off about, like she's pretending like she's protecting people against racist. Like she has forgotten all of the things that she has done. So no, Maria, I'm not fucking joking about it. But you want to know about my mom and my mom, whether my mom works or not? How old are you, Maria? Because my mom worked her whole entire life and put herself in a financial position to retire at 62. I think you're 63, Maria. Are you still working an entry level job in a mental health facility when you clearly have mental health problems? Like clearly, you are obsessed with the internet. You don't sleep. So if you're gonna say me saying you have dementia and my mom has dementia, it's my karma. Um, okay, bitch, then why are you having seizures? Why are you having seizures from stress? Why? Is that because you fucking mocked your daughter? Is that why, Maria? You talked shit about your family. At least I love my mom. You say how much your mom's a weak person. You never want to be like her. She's a weak minded person. She gives in to your sister, all of the things. So Am I triggered? No, I'm grateful. I'm glad you mentioned my family because now this is not the first time you've done it. This is the second time because the first time you did it, it was my child. Never once have I mentioned your family, but now you've opened the gate. So, again, if you think that I'm making fun of you having dementia, no, I'm dead ass serious. I think that you do have dementia because you were the one who were posting pictures of gorillas and apes and all of the things when it was referring to Black women in this community. Did you forget? Did you forget how people wanted to stay away from you because you supported a racist? Did you forget that? Um, People in this chat are saying that you handed Pippi's information over to Deadly, Deadly, who uses the N word, who says the R word. Like, this is what I'm talking about. So if it's not dementia that you have, you got something, and I would seriously consider getting a neurological check on your brain because you have completely lost your short-term memory.
It is.
Completely.
Well, sorry, I'm just going to interject here
No,
for
go
a
ahead.
second. 1 minute she's saying, "Oh, you're getting the 2020, Maria. There's no one to stop me." And then she literally, in one of her lives this week or recently, she's like, I've not gone real life. I haven't done anything." And then you hear the live that she did in just January, where she what, threatened, intimidated, with info, or he said she was going to do things, to like 15 people because they were having opinions. But you don't remember any of that. You just pick out the things that suit you, you back away from, and act like you had no involvement. You're really, that is something to sit there and say you don't go real life, and then after hearing all those fucking threats that you're going to call this person, that person, and threatening subs, because of their flipping opinion. All right, I'll shut up for a minute. I am so behind in chat, but I wanted to just say one more thing. I thought, you know what? Normally, not my real name. I stopped here. By the way, Dreamy, thank you so much for the memberships. I'm sorry I don't have my iPad with me to see who got them, but please thank Dreamy. Much appreciated. Now, what was I going to say before that? This. Is this live from today? Her voice is sounding quite slurred. It's fun, not funny, but it's interesting because when I was listening to this, it was on regular speed, and normally I listen to her on like 1.5, and I'm like, wait, she sounds like either really tired or just definitely, I was going to ask other people, like, is this normally how she sounds? Or, like, I don't know. And if she is having health problems, it's funny, you mocked me, as we heard in that last video, for any issues I had going on. So don't expect any fucking empathy really from me at all. Uh,
No, it's her karma. If she's
it,
got health issues, it's her karma. She wants to say me saying that about her and my mom having it and all of these things. Like, I love my mom.
you
I
take
truly love my mom and I'm
great
close to my
care.
mom.
Mhm.
So if me saying Maria's got dementia and I'm gonna get it and it'll be my karma, well, Maria's health problems are her fucking karma because
Yeah,
she is on here day and night. And the reason she don't care, she wants to pretend like she cares if you bring up her family. She don't care because she don't have a relationship with them. They've all cut her off. I have old messages from Maria where her daughter is being ridiculous and needs to learn her lesson because her daughter's asked her to get off the internet. She won't get off the internet. So, like, whatever, Maria. That's why she don't care. We care about our family. But I'll tell you what, I don't give a shit. Like, you mentioned mine first, so now yours is free game. So thank you, Maria. Thank you for opening the door. Like,
yeah. Same. She sat there a few times making up narratives about my family dynamics, and I've never said anything negative about her family, and I certainly didn't make shit up. But again, I can tell you for a fact she's projecting, and if she wants to push me on it, I'll prove it.
mm-hmm.
Um, Go ahead. I'm sorry. I am very
No,
behind.
it just listening to the old live and her just sitting there. I don't know who was playing it. I don't remember if it was Brooke playing it or who was playing the old live, or maybe it was Anne with her. It was Anne with her talking about Tracy and Tracy starting a relationship with Clint and what, like, just blatant lies, and just like nobody calls her shit out. Nobody.
Nope.
Not like,
That's proof, nothing.
nope. And it's just wild to me. And here's the thing, if she's so dead set against, like, first of all, also, for her to say all of those people are racist, all of those things are all backing the ICE comments. We don't control what people say. None of us are sitting over there cheering somebody on to call ICE. None of us are doing that.
Nope.
But if you feel so strongly about it and you feel like Brooke's this racist, why did you forgive her to begin with? Like,
Yeah.
if you felt that strongly about it, you wouldn't forgive her, period. Like, you don't forgive somebody.
Well, she
That's
made
how,
a point of saying, I forgave her for the first time, not the second time. She leaves out the fact that she made a post about Brooke's daughter.
Mhm.
Again, I'm not excusing, but again, as we all know as mothers, we're going to do so and say some things that we're going to regret. Well, maybe some of us won't regret, but you sit there and you poke and poke, people are going to react like that. But every single one of those people calling racist, I have seen all of them with what, if you want to call problematic creators or around other subscribers. I've seen DMs. I've seen, like, all of them have sat uh, with them at one point or another.
Yep.
And who was it that someone had mentioned? Because I don't really listen to AC and Jamie and them, and that they had brought up the ICE issue when the previous woman was murdered, and that they were happy with the results. I don't know. I'm paraphrasing. Okay, that's it. Tell me if I'm wrong. But I'm sorry, did anybody call them out, or is it just Brooke or Gypsy?
It's just Brooke and Gypsy. She don't call them out. She's still friends with those people. I think they were cheering on, not cheering on, but they were like um siding with ICE. When ICE killed that nurse up in Wisconsin, Minnesota,
Yeah,
wherever it was.
yeah, Minnesota, I think. That's my. I
Yeah,
mean, I didn't hear for myself, but that's what I'm being told.
what Ann is saying, she's absolutely capitalizing on this for her own YouTube beef. That's all it's for. It's for clicks and views for her. She's pretending she's somebody that she absolutely is not.
Hmm. Yeah, if this was a cause near and dear to her heart, I would give her some respect for standing up and doing that. But she only brings it up when it suits her. Um, that's what bothers me about this whole thing. A lot of them do.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, I've had to pass so many messages. I don't care. I'll get blamed for them anyway. So what the fuck? Hey, just me. I'm sorry, everybody else coming in. Um,
And that's the other thing. She like watches these chats like a hawk. She just
mm,
sits here and watches it. And then, oh, I brought up your family, E, because you didn't stop so and so in the chat. Girl, who the fuck is watching chats like that? Like, who is doing that except for you, Maria? And then on one side of her mouth, she's like, I just record, I don't listen. And then on the other, did you hear so and so say, or did you see so and so say, blah, blah, blah. Like, girl, get it together. And how quickly she forgets how she would fire up lives on her channel on Drop the Mic that she shared with Ann, and that Ann would come in like early in the morning, because I don't know what the time difference is, but come in early in the morning and have to delete shit because Maria went off the rails attacking people, calling people out, doxing them, saying
mhm.
just horrible things. And then she wants to pretend like it was Ann the whole time when literally it was her. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say she's got fucking dementia, because she has completely forgotten every single conversation we have all had with her. She thinks that she was a saint and she just sat back and did nothing, I guess.
Yeah, she has not taken accountability for anything. She distanced herself from everything. When we literally, it was on Heidi's panel, and I think it was me and you, Vault, like begging her to, stop antagonizing the situation so these women would stop getting doxxed. And, she would promise, oh, I won't go live. And she didn't make it 12 freaking hours.
Yep.
And again, if she had such a moral problem with what was, the horrible things in that chat, then she should have left. But she didn't. She only now, when it comes, when it suits her, she suddenly is like, oh, they did this and that and this. And I just sat there like I have no control over my own life.
Yep.
That pisses me off tonight. She did that literally when we were falling out. She was distancing herself. Well, I'm not the one that did this. I'm not the one that did this. I mean, and again, I can start listing all the things that you did do, Maria, all the recordings, all that bullshit. And I'm not just talking about the Muzz one, all the people voice notes that she would record. Like, seriously, we've all had our spankings and taken accountability, but you're so full of shit.
Yep. She hasn't owned any of it. She has not owned one singular piece of her participation in that. And she never cared. She never cared when it was everybody getting doxxed and everybody getting jacked. She didn't care. She said, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm not afraid of nobody. I don't give a fuck. Because again, she don't care about her family. That's just a front. That's just a front for her viewers.
It's
She
a front
gives,
to attack people.
yeah, she doesn't have a relationship with any of them. And she knows it.
Hey, Ann, can you wave so I can just make sure it's you? I can't see you. All right. I think that's you. All right. I'm going to add Ann to the conversation. Let's hope.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, it's me.
Okay.
There's something really important I have to add to all of this. Because do you remember when everyone started going after Brooke and tagging her job? It was on TikTok, it was on
Yeah.
X. Do you remember all that?
Yep.
Maria was saying to Brooke, don't worry, Brooke. I'll contact your job and I'll tell them this is just people online being malicious. I'll support you. Don't worry about it, Brooke. And nobody knew that was happening. Nobody knew that was happening. So Maria cared so much about this racism. And I know Brooke's not a racist. And I'm going to point out to everybody, Maria went really, really low with Brooke, and Brooke hit back hard and basically said, she never said, I'm going to go and phone ICE. She said, your husband's not legal. That's what she said.
Is that what she said? I wasn't.
Amber was the one that said, I am phoning ICE, and nobody's giving a shit about that. It's just, do you know what? It's the usual shit in this community. When it bothers them, they've got something to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
I've heard lots of stuff. And if I sat here all day, I'd be sitting here calling out, bullshit all day. I just also want to mention too, that last week she first started going at Gypsy again, just for comments. Again, if I were to look at your chat, Maria, did they go after Brooke and her family and her kids, her husband, all of it? And I'm sure if I actually looked, they'd be going after mine. But you use any excuse, and you sat there and doxed her as Maggie. Oh, well, that's her IG. No, she put it in her. I mean, you were trying to dox her. I don't think that's her name, because this is not the first time that you've done this with her. This is what you do to anybody, whether it's a CC or a sub. You'll sit there and just like you did with me. Started, dropping the thing about the name to say, I know who you are, to try to shut people up. And that's what you were doing to Gypsy. So yeah, you piss people off when you do that, and you instigate it to further. So you get people madder that they say more things, and then you play the fucking victim every freaking time. Sorry, I'll stop preaching.
No, but my whole point is, if she felt so strongly at that time and believed that Brooke was racist, why was she offering to phone Brooke's job, reassuring her, just ignore all of these people, her friends that were in her chat, saying, Brooke, I'm contacting your job, I'm contacting your board. And she's saying to Brooke privately, don't worry, Brooke, I'll make that call. I'll tell your job they're being malicious. This is YouTube. It's not true. This is the shit she was saying.
Wow, I hope Brooke shows that.
And Brooke's not a fucking liar. And Brooke could show it. But Brooks blocked her. Brooks had enough. And the only reason Brooke unblocked her is because she was told about the situation with her husband, and that was Brooke being supportive. And all this bullshit now that she told Brooke because she knew that Brooke told me things and she told her it's all lies, Maria. We
yeah,
can
it
tell
was a
you're lying.
Yeah, I text.
Everybody can tell you're lying. Why would you tell Jules's nemesis something you know she's going to go live with?
Well, she
Brooke,
needed
Brooke,
to.
you work, Brooke. Brooke, wait till I tell you. And to say I told her all the wrong information because she now doesn't want to admit that it was Ginny that told her because Ginny's not supposed to be online. I don't think the judge will be happy to know Ginny's online. She's still doing the same fuck shit. So now Maria's got to backpedal on that.
Wait, was she calling George a mutt last week?
She was writing it on her community
What?
tab. Hmm
Are you serious?
No, she was. But she also, because somebody called her an orangutan on Reddit, Maria, that's not racist. They're saying you look like an orangutan, but there's nothing racist about that. The fact that she then said, George, because she's accusing this account of being George, basically, that's not me, but I'll look better as your parents as monkeys or something, she said. That's
Oh,
racist. She's a fucking idiot.
wow. And yeah, of course, that's okay. And I'm so tired of the excuses. Well, that's Maria. You should know. Well, then the same goes for the rest of us. That's Anne. You should know. That's George. You should know. I
Yep.
mean, seriously, if you're going to
Mhm.
give a pass because it's Maria, then Maria, that should tell you that they don't think you have any control, that they think that you're just a loose cannon. And she wears it like a badge of honor. No, that means you can't control yourself. And so they give you a pass. And everybody should just back off because, well, that's the way Maria is. Fuck that. If I'm going to be held accountable and the rest of us are held accountable, then she should be too. She's 60 something years old, for God's sakes.
63.
I'm not even entertaining her calling me a racist. That's just stupid to me. I've never been racist in my life. I don't even need to justify that. I've never posted pictures with a black woman with a picture of a monkey. And I'm sorry. I had to tell her, you need to go live and apologise for this. You need to go and because don't tell me that at the age of 58 or something when she did that you don't know that's racist. You
Yep.
don't know. You've lived your whole life as a minority, but then she claims to be a white American, doesn't she? She doesn't even support her own
Yep.
fucking race.
Yep.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember her saying that, but I think she has referred to herself as a white woman. I mean, people can identify with whatever they want, but I guess I'm just so sick of her throwing daggers.
But
And it's,
Chicago Muscle was dissing Cuban people. He was dissing them to her on a platform, and she said, "I don't identify as Cuban. I'm white American."
Yep.
That's
wow.
what she said.
So,
Which
wow.
he's another one she was friends with. And how bad was he? He was horrible. She still stayed friends with him.
And do you know why she does that? And I'll tell you why she does that. Because she looks down on minorities. It's her that looks down on minorities. And again, where was that energy? She's only suddenly. I didn't see her latching on to that man, that poor older guy that was pewed last week. The man, it was a 56 or something, and his son was doing interviews and stuff like that. Poor man as well. It's horrific what's happening. But this is what's been happening with the police in America for centuries to
Hmm.
people of colour. This is what's been happening to people of colour. And this is why we don't label black people as dangerous, because that's what can happen to them when you do that.
Yep. She's just feeding into that narrative. She knows exactly what she's doing. And
She
again,
knows exactly. She knows exactly.
I listened to at least 5 old lives into even last year, and she used the exact same description over and over and over to describe George. She knows exactly what she's doing.
Yeah, she does. And again, and it's almost like, well, I could say that because no, you actually can't. You actually can't, because you can't write the rules just to suit yourself. She has this really twisted logic. Like, Siwa was calling her Momo, so she would call her Siwa and that guy's surname. And she said
Yes.
any normal person would say, "Oh, I better stop doing." No, no, no. A woman, any decent sort of human being would never have done that.
Right. Her punishment never fit the crime. So Siwa called her Momo. So she started calling Siwa by her first name and the last name of that guy, which we all said was wrong. We all said it was fucking wrong. But she did it
And
anyway. She said, I don't care. She's calling me Momo. She needs to learn. Everybody needs to learn a lesson. Momo, and then using somebody's abuser's last name. Like, how is that the same? Call her a name. Call her, I don't know.
She did. We all called her Walrus, and Siwa took
Yeah,
that.
well,
She didn't start calling
exactly.
people by their attackers' surnames. But then she was putting up lives saying the love story of Siwa and I don't even want to say the guy's name. The love story of Siwa and I said to her, Maria, I really don't agree with this. I like that. But it wasn't my channel at that point. At that
Hmm.
point, I was already away. And
yep.
you're right, E. I walked away and I had had enough of her behaviour and how she was attacking people. And that last day, she doxed Wicked Wisdom on the community tab. I got up, saw it, deleted it, and then she said to me in a group chat, "It's about respect, don't delete my posts." You were doxing someone and doxing me at the same time because my full name was in the same dox. And I lost my shit with her that day and said, "I've had enough, I'm done." And that is when I walked away.
And she's
Yep.
not questioned about it. And didn't she also last week then also say, because she was defending Jules, like nobody should ever question a woman's story if they were art or whatever. But yeah, what she did to Siwa was that was her. That wasn't Anne pushing that narrative. That was Maria.
Hmm.
Yep.
She did many lives by herself. Anne wasn't, obviously the time difference and everything else. I mean, she literally would take no accountability for all the fuck shit.
Yeah, Emily, this is what we're saying, Emily. So now Maria suddenly jumped on the bandwagon about this poor young man that was killed in front of his 3-year-old child because it suits her. But she's not jumped in all these other stories. That's what I'm saying. That man, was it Gustavo, Mr. Jose Gustavo or something last week? Like, where was the attention on that then? She's only doing this because she's not speaking to Brooke. There's always a motive with Maria.
Mhm.
She doesn't care about the cause. She feels safe where she is in Miami. And I do believe that she feels safe where she is in Miami. And so she doesn't really care about the cause. Maria cares about no one.
Well, if you cared about the cause, you wouldn't stick the cause in between disgusting post after disgusting post. So to me, that's super disrespectful to anybody in their family, any deceased person, whatever. Like, you're just
Hmm.
mocking people, mocking mental health, mocking all the things, like dragging people, and then pray for this person. Like, no, bitch, like, you're a joke. Like, you don't care about people clearly, because if you did, you would care straight through, but you don't. She just throws these little things in as inserts, and it's, to me, it's very disrespectful to anybody that's lost their lives to that. Because, like, look at our community tab, it's floodgated with just disgustingness, calling George
Yep.
names, talking about, oh, Vaughn, you must know about mental health. You tell me. Like,
No.
talking
And she
about,
did that. Well,
yeah,
and that one I played from January, she went, "We all know about your parenting vault."
yep.
But do
And,
you know
and
what? You've got an amazing relationship with your son. Your son adores you
Right.
and you adore him. Can she say that? No, she can't. Fuck her.
yep. That's why I don't like, she thinks that I'm true. I'm literally not. Like, I don't.
I know you're not.
And Mona Mona commenting, oh, Vol and what did she say? I think she said Vol and George, always the victims. Girl.
Wow.
I believe it was Mona
wasn't
that
Mona
said something
racist?
racist. Was it not?
Wasn't Mona racist? Was Mona
Yeah.
not actually calling
Yes.
people by the N word in a private
Yes.
Yes.
chat?
Those
That
DMs
was.
were shown to her multiple times, and she ignored them every single time. And even when they were, I showed them, and I'm sure Cooch showed them publicly. No one called her out, and they all still showed up in chat and pretended it didn't happen. This is why I can't take them serious. You guys really want to battle racism, fine, but you can't pick and choose which ones. You know, when it suits you.
And Maria was also being racist towards Muslim people back in her Facebook posts. And when people called her out for it, she wrote, I have got Muslim in-laws with a wink. Maria, I've got Muslim family. It doesn't mean I can't be racist towards them. That's like saying I've got a black best friend.
Exactly what that's like saying.
That's what
Jesus.
she did. She was being racist towards them, making her little stereotypical comments and dick. But she does it with people on Instagram. There's scammers from all over the world. But as soon as she thinks somebody's a scammer, she'll say Nigerian. Is that not
Yep.
racist?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, that's racist. So this is what I mean. She's just an idiot. She's an actual idiot.
Well, the people that just sit there and like overlook it and then have the nerve to sit there and call Brooke all these names or anybody else all these names, overlooking the shit and the people that they're talking to. They overlooked all that shit. I'd have a lot more respect for them if they actually, said, okay, why not call it all out then? I mean, those DMs were absolutely disgusting. So haven't gotten past those. I mean, those are black and white right there. It wasn't just one comment, it was multiple comments.
Yep. It was gross. It was absolutely gross, but she's good with that. So
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the CT about the comments about Mutt. See, she knows exactly what she's doing. Or does she? I don't know. Again, you play it 1 minute. 1 minute, I'm the fucking Sopranos over here. I'm Maria Blanco. And then you're like, I've never done anything for any real life. Which is it? Because
yeah,
that's
so
the question, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, there she tried to say, and that this is how much she lies. When Geneva sent her that list, and she tried to say the list was Amber's. Now,
Yeah.
Amber has never known Pippi or had any dealings with Pippi, but you know who did? Ginny. They used to talk at one time. So Amber's got no invested interest in Pippi. Ginny does. So Pippi was on the list that Maria got. Remember the list she claimed to have deleted?
My ass.
yeah, right.
I would bet everything she has that list. I mean,
So
why
then
Pippi? Yeah,
Deadly
sorry.
called her out last week and said, yep, me and Maria still talk. In fact, he apparently, because she said he asked for the list, and he came back and said, she sent me Pippi's information. I didn't ask for it. But why Pippi? Why was she
Right.
trying to get Pippi to, trying to get Deadly to go after? He wasn't interested in that. He's got no beef with Pippi. But what has Pippi done to Maria for her to do that? Absolutely fucking nothing.
Absolutely not.
Nothing.
And see, that's why it pisses me off. And they say George is a man in this community. He's a dangerous man. But her and Jules both have run to freaking Deadly with women's information, have run to Roadhog with women's information, to Chicago, like all of these people
Yes.
with women's information. And some other guy Jules did, which I don't even know who the heck that person was, recently. Like, how are you saying George is
Iceman.
dangerous, but you're good with all of these people and handing out women's information to these men that they don't know who the fuck they are? We don't know. Are they going to show up? Who knows? You know what I mean?
Yep.
So Jules was saying she was going to pass Amanda's information on to Iceman, and somebody posted some of his information on Reddit, and on that it was saying that he's got a lengthy record, but it's all DV, kidnapping of a woman, of a minor, blah blah. I mean, a lengthy record, and this is who they associate with, and that's cool.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Like seriously, this is also fucked up. And to be lectured, and not just by there's a couple that like to lecture it, but they just always leave her out of it, like she's some special. Then you should be treated like the rest. If you don't want to have your sanity questioned, or then you should be treated and held accountable just like the rest. And by the way, while I'm at it, sitting there harping that Brooke, is going at Jules like she did Siwa. Girl, lady, you've been going after Jen that way, and of course, Ann and everybody else. But Jen is your Siwa. Jen is your Jules. So stop with this holier than thou bullshit. Every freaking live also is about, you have Jen in there somewhere.
Our whole community tab is about Jen.
You're
Like,
married. You're
she
not
is not
That-
she is not that interesting. Like, I get it. She is what she is, but like, you're all so much better than Jen, but you make all your content, Jen, you like fighting down. What are you doing? You're just as bad as she is.
Mhm.
I remember when me and Maria and I were still on the channel together, she gave Chicago Muscle a wrench and I took it away. And he was not happy, and I said to her, I don't give a shit. I
Oh, well,
do not care.
That's another example, by the way. Yeah, is the William thing. How many he racist as fuck on Reddit? They were posting. He
Yep.
said the most god awful things about a woman who lost her child, and I don't even know the person. And he was saying the most god awful stuff. We explained it to her in the group chat, and she would unblock him. I mean, we're not talking 1, 2, 3 times. We're talking like over a dozen times this happened, that we would block him and she would unblock him. And, he was racist as fuck. So again, you overlook that one. It's okay for you. Sorry, I'm catching up. But that's just one example. And people that read that group chat should have seen that. Or I don't know if that was after the date, April, or during all that. But I know that went on for months. That was a whole mess. Are y'all still there? I lost everybody. Am I still live? Okay. Can you wave real quick? Just make sure it's you. I don't have to drag an overlay. I don't know what happened. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. That's weird. You both got. Hold on.
I just
Okay, there you
disappeared.
go.
I couldn't hear you anymore. I just realized I couldn't hear you anymore.
Oh, yeah, you both heard at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what is she on her striking spree?
Sweets, you're going to get another mention if you don't stop it, Sweets.
And Sweet says nothing either. She's not problematic. Was she in the title too? I mean, again, she's got to like list all these people.
And the thing is, you all know as a group, I have never came to anyone and said, oh, why you talk to that person, or don't talk to them, whatever. That's what she did to all of us.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what she
when
did to
Brooke was
all of us.
Describing it, that's what she did to me. That's exactly how she came at me about PMR. And that's exactly how she came to me about you and Dreamy and everybody else. I mean, that vitriol, she had a hair up her ass that day, I guess, with Brooke about, I don't even know if Brooke was in George's chat. Like I said, I've not been in too many chats. Is Vault back? Okay.
But look at the night you and I clicked on Siwa's, the way she behaved, because we went on Siwa's panel with both of us. She went on and on and on, coming and saying to me, but it really hurt me. It really hurt me. She's done the worst to me. And I said, how has she done the worst to you? How has she done worse than John? you're going to court with. How is that worse? Like she's dragged you. Yeah, she used to put pictures up, and so did you. So did we.
Vault, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, my phone rang and it kicks me out of StreamYard.
Oh, okay. I'm like, uh-oh, I'm going down. What, wait, I was just gonna add on to what did you just say, Anne? I wanted to add to that.
The night you and I went on Siwa's, the way she
Oh, yeah, yeah,
behaved
Oh my, and then
towards
she
both of
was,
us.
I think Vault left the chat because Maria was making these horrible that was because Vault showed up, went to John's because she's an adult and can do what she wants and wanted to answer to something. And sweet. Is that you? I almost saw your haircut. All right, go ahead. All right, I'm gonna add you. Wow. Get to have sweets up too. It's
Hi,
amazing.
can you hear me?
All of us
Yay.
horrible ladies, we still talk all this time after.
Yep.
Well, I just wanted to say that it's my birthday week. My
Sweet.
birthday is on Sunday, and Saturday is going to be a very, very special day.
Yep.
I'm going
Sure.
on a road trip, and I'm picking up some people along the way,
Mm.
and I'm going to go live with everyone.
Yay.
Yay!
I'm looking forward to that, but I'm wishing you a very happy birthday.
Yep.
Well, hopefully I'll be one of those stops. I don't know if I'm lucky enough. I don't know.
Oh, you'll never know. You will have to see. So I will set up the live. It's not going to be set up. I'm just going to go live. So maybe we can stream maybe you can stream it because more people follow you from this community than me. Because if I go live on my channel, they're going to say, why aren't you cooking? What are you
Yes.
doing?
Yeah.
That might cause confusion for them.
But yeah, but definitely it's going to be a very, very interesting Saturday, to say the least.
Yes.
What time roughly so we can let people know roughly?
Maybe about 1 to 2 p.m. on Saturday.
Okay. Sounds good.
This Saturday, the
Is
18th?
Lindsay invited, and are you going to Texas Roadhouse?
What?
Star said, is Lindsay invited, and are you going to Texas Roadhouse?
Get out of my head, Star.
No, I've already got one suit. I got the cat suit all dry cleaned, so I don't offend anybody.
I'll bring
And
the
I'm
big
bringing the
purse for the rolls.
Hey, move over. See, well, we have a new psychic here. Star RR is our psychic now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got me. Okay,
Oh,
so
it's so funny.
love you. I'll go back to the
Bye.
chat.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy early birthday. It feels like Friday, but it's not, man. I keep thinking it's Friday, but is it? Yay. Sweets, he went, oh wait. Who went after? I'm assuming one of Musclehead or something, whatever his name was.
Do you know what really it used to make me laugh? See when the everybody knew that everybody had sort of walked away, even though it was all different times, but Maria gave the impression it was just like one morning we all woke up and said we're done
Mm.
and
Yeah.
walked away.
We're all evil
Even though
geniuses.
that had happened. What used to make me laugh after that is some of the women that followed her would write, yes, now that she's got real friends, or she's, I'm like, oh, you don't know how exhausted we are and have been for years. And we will see the exhaustion in you one day too. Good luck.
Well, I
Like-
think they're already feeling it. They've got to be. They've
Oh,
got
they've
to
been
be.
feeling it for a long time. But it was like, it's your problem now. So when they were all writing shit like, she's got real friends, we're a real friend, better friends and stuff, we were like, we were laughing. Like,
Mhm.
well, good luck to you.
Good luck to you, and support her through her next RO and do all the work and get all the information. And while you're
And
trying
pay
to
for
get
a lawyer,
yeah,
pay for a lawyer, do all that shit.
And I hope
then
you're not
it's-
putting anything personal in chat because she's taking inventory and she's
Yep.
got a Rolodex going with her double devicing over there. So
I mean,
good luck to you. You're all stuck with her.
I mean, you even
Mhm.
see what she does to her friends now, like how she dished on Lindsay to Brooke, and it took her a week to come up with and I'm not trying to go out of my to be mean to Lindsay, but I'm just saying that was Maria that put that, talking shit, and
Yeah,
what she did to
that
Jordan,
was horrible.
it was horrible.
Yeah, it was horrible.
I actually felt bad for Lindsay. Like, again, you think this is your friend. You're sitting here driving to meet somebody, and then they talk shit behind your back. And I guarantee you that's not the only one.
But
And
not just talking shit, to say she stunk so bad, she thought she was going to vomit, and she didn't think she would be able to eat, and she thought she was going to pass out, and she would never meet her again, and it was just horrible. And again, I'm not even trying to make Lindsay feel bad. I'm not. I'm just trying to let people know that's who Maria is as a friend.
yeah, and that's what I'm trying to say is it's not like she was talking about one of us. She's talking about somebody that actively adores her and literally took
Yeah.
time out of the day to meet up with her. That's, again, if you guys think you're immune to that, you are absolutely wrong, because she has used personal things against each and every one of us.
Yep.
And don't
And
think
that
you're special.
that reminds me. So she's saying I'm making fun of her dementia, but it was her talking about Debbie loves to chat. Debbie
Yep.
loves to chat. She's
Oh, that's right.
crazy. She in the afternoon she goes crazy. She's got dementia. I'm talking to somebody right now. She's saying it's her daughter, but I think it's really her. Blah blah blah. It was her talking shit about Debbie loves to chat and talking shit and saying Debbie loves to chat has dementia and is crazy and all of the things. I don't know if she does or does not. I've never had a conversation with her, but multiple times Maria would do that, and then Maria still would turn around and use her. So,
Yeah.
Maria, shut the whole fuck up like you don't talk shit about people. Because you do.
Yeah. But this is the same Debbie loves to chat that caused all that shit, phoning the police about Cody. And Maria knew it and none of us did.
Mm-hmm.
And the shit that caused, because Maria decided no. See, when I heard her saying, because I didn't want someone to get arrested, like she gave a fuck that Cody would get arrested. Like, come on, please. She only cared that she would get involved in it somehow because the RO hearing still hadn't happened yet. It was all about self-preservation, always is.
Yep.
Yeah. Like them all overlooking the fact that she was using this baby's death recent, in the last year.
Yep.
And she lied straight to their faces saying, "Oh, I never gave Ginny any information after she leaked it," throwing Ginny under the bus. But then there's proof that you were giving her information. But again, I don't know if these people if they're making excuses for you, Maria, then they're thinking the same thing, because they should be thinking, well, she just lied her ass off to us, because we can clearly see the screenshots of Ginny relaying information to John, and clearly saw her saying, leveraging the baby's death for John to drop the RO because she was worried about George's RO. You guys pretend you don't see it. And again, that makes me think, Maria, that they really do think there is something wrong going on, that you get a pass. Maria gets a pass because she can't control herself.
Yeah. Well, if she's in their Discord, they're fucked.
Guys, come on. She's showing growth.
The growth.
The only thing that's shown growth is her freaking weight. Holy crap. What is going on? And that shit pisses me off. When you weight shame somebody, like she look shames, she weight shames. Like, lady, get a fucking mirror already. Stop. It's so like I don't believe in going around like weight shaming and look shaming people, but if you're gonna do it to somebody, be prepared to get it back, Maria. You need a
Exactly.
fucking mirror.
That one gets me. Like, yeah, her calling Anne ogre this, ogre that, and then she comes live.
But you know the thing, she thinks like, I don't even notice that shit. Like, that goes right over my head. I don't give a shit. I don't.
And she obviously does, because she was striking the hell obviously out of Bobby.
And then when she's writing, Anne loves to eat, I thought everybody loved to eat.
Who
I
does?
just like, is that not a thing? Well, I do love to eat, so yeah, that's true. So I don't mind that name at all. And I did eat a lot of sugar, so I've earned that name. I mean, that's a lot of sugar in that name. So I don't mind that, but she thinks it does. Whereas me calling her Momo loves to chat irritates the life out of her. She's so easily triggered, it's sad.
Yeah, it's obvious when she's triggered. She was I don't know, I forget what the live was even about, but I'm like, oh boy. I knew there had to be a bunch of stuff in the background that she was feeling some pressure because I'm here. She is trying to straddle, KK and Jules. She's great. It's funny. 1 minute she's lecturing, and then she's telling KK to drop in and get Brooke out of there or whatever. It's just funny. Like, seriously, do you hear yourself?
What was that? You get Brooke out of where?
You went, was KK was live, Maria was on panel, you came into chat, and Maria lost her shit telling KK and to get you out after her many lectures. Just block, just do this.
Block and move on.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
that's actually, I'm glad you've mentioned that, because that's actually proof about her lying, because I came in that chat in defence of Brooke because she was going on about the ICE comments again, and I wrote in, why do you phone Brooke? You actually actively phone Brooke and talk to Brooke, so why are you pretending you're a victim again about ICE? Like,
when
why?
she did something.
And she freaked because she realised then I knew she'd phoned Brooke. So she made such a song and dance, I get blocked. So if she had told Brooke that story just to catch her out, or just to give her, it wasn't false information, but a fake story, then wouldn't she have exposed it at that point? Wouldn't she have said, yeah, I did phone her and I told her a fake story because I knew she would tell you. So fucking ha to you both, like, but she didn't. She never said a thing, and she still kept writing on her community tab about texting Brooke, and I kept writing, no, you've been phoning Brooke, because she didn't want people to know that.
No. And I listened to a live from October of last year, and she was totally bashing Brooke back then. I bless Brooke for putting up with it. Again, they obviously had been talking behind the scene, all through October to, I guess, somewhat recently. But when Maria needs something, Brooke was there for her. And what does she get in return? Her whatever's going on with her daughter thrown in her face. That's exactly what literally, when Brooke read the actual text messages from that Sunday, right off the bat, she throws shit about her family life. Your daughter's going to call. Look, I can attest what Brooke said was absolutely 100% true, but Maria tries to twist it and act like, Brooke had this elaborate plan to say something, about her daughter.
Brooke's not a liar. Brooke is not a liar. That's the thing. And Maria's the one that lies about her family. I mean, I don't give a shit what she said. At the end of the day, my son might not speak to me. A lot of people believe that's been his girlfriend's doing. Well, the whole family they don't speak to. But I have got an amazing relationship with both my daughters. An amazing relationship with both of them. And that speaks for itself. I've also got an amazing relationship with my siblings, even my ex. Like, and that speaks. The people in my real life know me, and the people in her real life know her, and the majority of them don't speak to her. And I think that sort of speaks for itself.
The fact that she acts like she knows your relationship with your, ex, or whatever you want to phrase it as, that again should show people she again is just a liar. She obviously doesn't know anything.
Yeah. See, when she got really upset last week, and she's like, he's not your hubby, he's not your and that really made me laugh, because I'm like, we're actually still married, but why are you so upset about it?
She's obsessed whether Jen is married or not. Like, how does it affect you? Okay, you guys, she's a liar, and you say, and all this stuff. So again, I don't know. It's like their life depends on this coming out or not. I just don't get it. But don't talk on hers.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it's weird, Aries. It definitely is. And she changes the narrative all the time. Like last week, she was saying, I don't think there's anything wrong if people are not married. And I've got loads of single friends. You don't have a single friend, not a single friend.
No, we wouldn't allow it.
She has
And she
anaphobic.
said she has said the opposite in the past. Oh, who's single and lonely and miserable? Like everybody that was single and
Yes, everybody that's single is miserable.
Oh,
If you're
you've just described half your chat then.
right, or them being overweight, like
Yeah.
most of America, a good percent. That's the statistics, and she doesn't care that she's. But what I don't get is why they aren't offended. Again, that tells me that they're giving her a lot of leeway because well, basically Maria's not all in control. Maria, I'd be so embarrassed if people were making excuses for my behavior like they do yours. That would tell me everything I need to know. It's not because they're afraid of you. It's because they just think that's what you're capable of.
Yeah, like there's something wrong with her. She's special.
Yeah, honestly, that's what it's looking like now because none of them bother or care.
Yeah, Star, you're right. Look at Star said how much she lied and tried so hard to weasel herself out of it when the whole crap went down with Lida and passing the voice messages.
Yeah, and no one cared. They don't care. They don't care there's the child. They don't care that she lied about using it to her advantage. That's absolutely lost chat. That's absolutely disgusting in my book. It says everything you need to know about Maria. It just for her own benefit, just like always.
Yep.
So I don't know if I should play if she really wants to hear my 4.5 hours of what ramped up to you losing your shit that night, where you mentioned child's aim. And again, I don't think Amanda or APJ would have come back if you hadn't been bringing her up. Like you were obsessed with her. I didn't even know her, and you were like also trying to convince me she was the most evil person in the world. You brought her back.
Maria was recently in somebody's chat, and I don't remember who said it, but somebody said, who really cares who Miss Liability is at this point? Like, who cares? And Maria said, I do, because they're disgusting. But that's just how Maria is. She gets like hyper fixated on something.
Yep.
She's convinced that Miss Liability is Amanda, and everybody needs to stay away from Amanda and know who Amanda is and the things she's done in the past. Well, then maybe Amanda should crack open the vault and open all the things that you've done in the past, Maria. Maybe everybody needs to know about you in your past because maybe they don't know. Like, she can flip the switch on you just as easily. But like, she gets so hyper fixated on it. She's like, everybody needs to know how disgusting they are.
Yeah, I mean, she was doing the same thing with Habanero. She was obsessed with finding out who they are. She always says, come back with your real names. Do I sit there and demand her subs come back with their real names? You know why she does that? Because she doesn't have any other kind of response other than let me threaten your entire life and family and job. That's her only response. She can't have an actual conversation without threats. And if that live that Ann played the other day doesn't open anybody's eyes, I mean, many of those sat through it and participated in it. Those comments were, and I agree. Mine wasn't much better, but listen to what they were hearing. I don't blame them.
So, I wanted you to elaborate to people about that actually, because what people don't realise is after that live, when she was doxing Amanda's son, that is when he got contacted.
Yes.
Now, Amanda didn't completely come back into the community at that point, but she did speak to E11.
And there was only one other. So in the 90-day community, there was one time that she reached out to me about something like 4 or 5 years ago. It was a very brief, a question and an answer, and then nothing. And so I have no history with her, is what I'm saying. She
Yes.
was before my time. I didn't know anything really about the RO, just from what Maria complained about and was obsessed about. So it was, I believe, at the end of February is when she reached out and gave details of what, and I'm not going to say what was in it, but again, why she was asking for my opinion on who possibly would do that. Um, and it was very detailed. Again, I don't know if her. I just know that that absolutely happened. That she reached out to me. That she was very concerned. They were reaching out to her son, and this isn't the first time that I've heard this. I heard the same thing from Empress that they were reaching out to her family. And I say they, I'll let everybody make their own decision on who did that. I'm not saying Jules did that, and I'm not even saying Marie did that, but I know people, someone. Well, Maria definitely has contacted family as well, but there is someone that has a hobby of contacting family and saying things like that. So
Yeah,
it
and
did
I see
not
that
stop.
person, I'm just going to say it because I heard this a long time ago, and I mean a long time ago. That person was very obsessed, well, not obsessed, but really, really wanted to know all about PMR having a cesarean section and a vaginal birth. And we really wanting details about that. And I found that very, very strange that her son was asked, was he a vaginal birth?
So really,
What?
credibility.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. Apparently,
That's what the and he don't, let's remember, this boy's 15. He hasn't long lost his dad, and I think the message was to basically cause as much impact and disturbing Amanda as possible, and they probably succeeded because they actually brought her back. Because they can keep saying it's misliability, but it's not. It's really, really not.
yeah, I can tell you, all of us that have been a CC, to sit here and talk and chat in another chat would be for me, it would be really difficult. You would have to have like copy and paste a bunch of responses to sit there and put into something. There's no way that I could sit here and live and actually have a conversation, from another device on another chat, if that's what they're saying. And I haven't listened. I haven't even listened to. I've missed almost all of Amanda's lives because I think she's deleted them. I think I listened to a little bit of one. So it's not like I'm sitting here fighting. I'm just stating the facts that she did reach out to me. She was concerned about why somebody was reaching out to her son. And that's all I can attest to. So I have no history. I don't know her history. I'm just telling you that's what happened. And she didn't like try to drag me in and like get me to go live and fight for her or anything. It wasn't anything like that. Like they're trying to make it out to be. It was just she was very concerned who might be reaching out to her child.
And
And
she also still didn't come back again for another couple of months. That's
yeah,
right, isn't it?
yeah. Didn't she just start doing a lives? Like
Yeah,
I don't
she
know.
just came
Like
back and started doing lives. Like, and this is the thing, as Amanda said, she doesn't have to hide who she is. She doesn't have to hide. She will come and say it to you. I could always see the difference between Miss Liability and Amanda. Amanda, me, has got a sort of a crude sense of humour. I've got a crude sense of humour, and so has Amanda. And Miss Liability doesn't. She's straight to the point, she's direct, and she's funny, but in a different way. And I could always see the difference between the both of them. And if they don't see that, the other thing is, because let's be honest, TL was renowned for being live and double devicing and whatever, but TL would go in big long pauses and mute and like you knew.
yeah,
Amanda was live talking away, and Miss Liabilities in another live chatting in the chat. There is no way she would have been able to do that.
if she is able to do that, that's very impressive.
But she was still talking, and how can she monitor a chat? She's monitoring her own, speaking to the people in her own chat, and writing in another life. It just didn't happen. But then you've got the idiot, like, oh come on, you've never double devising, because she double devices because she can chat in two different chats at the same time. But Maria, let me see you going live and continually talking and writing in somebody else's chat. You won't be able to do it.
Yeah, Yeah, I'll believe you, Maria, if you can sit there and go live and be in someone else's live at the same time, having a full ass conversation.
Mhm.
But I'm not really, yeah, only if you disappear from the screen for quite a while, is that going to happen. Yeah, I really don't get it. Like I said, I missed everything that happened back then. So I don't understand the animosity, the hostility. And when Maria, like I said, she's done this with you and she's done it with PMR with me and one or two others. When she tries so hard to muddy someone's name or, just tell all these stories, uh, I had finally figured out, like, okay, this is, and what I'm sure she did to me with other people, she told them all the stuff that I was doing, talking about their family. Again, she came out of the gate saying we were all talking about her family. And she can only come up with one person. She always mentions the same person that I fell out with and had no problem. That's one person. You're ignoring all the other people you fell out with and have threatened their lives to Kingdom coming back.
And
For
let's
God's
talk about
She's
that.
trying to discredit her so much because the reality is Amanda was around. Listen, I wasn't friends with Amanda then or anything like that, but Amanda was around for all the fuck shit that Maria did. And if Amanda had that proof, which I don't know if she does or does not, but if she did, she could really expose Maria for who she really the fuck is. And for Maria to put someone's essence on one person, like that's fucking wrong, Maria. Rule blamed everybody that was in her chat, including you, including Claudia, blamed a ton of people.
That's the one thing I do remember because I only knew Rule from a different way. I think I said this in a chat. And I remember, again, this was years ago when I found out what happened with Rule. I remember going at Maria in one chat saying, like, or in a post or whatever. I have screenshots of it. Back then, my take was that a group of people, and my understanding of Maria was part of those people that convinced Rule that her friends really didn't care about her. And I was pissed off at the time, and I just had my say, and I left it alone, and just wished the best for her. But yeah, that's what I remember. Hold on, guys. I'll talk for a minute. I got to do something.
But Vol, you were around there, and she keeps saying this narrative that at the end, Rule blamed her friends. Now, they didn't know Rule had done that. She was in ICU, out of it. So, how did Maria know at that point who Rule blamed?
Right. She didn't. So
Exactly, she didn't. She just lies. She just fucking lies.
And so I will tell you, Maria is the one who actually shared the TikTok of
Yep.
Rule back on TikTok saying, talking about bullying and all of the things she went through and whatever. That's all Rule's story. But like Maria contacted Rule's mom when Rule was in ICU, contacted her via Facebook. And Rule went on TikTok and basically said, like, trying to bring awareness to internet bullies and how people, even adults still now are bullying, how she attempted to take her life because of this internet bullying and, people pretending to be friends who were not really her friends and all of this. And back then, people weren't going live on YouTube. They were going live on IG. And that's really where her following was on IG. So Maria putting the blame on one person is fucking wrong. Maria knows it's not true. Maria knows she tormented the shit out of Rule. She wants to play this like, oh, I wasn't gonna blame Rule for any, like, just play like this saint. No, Maria, stop. You tormented her. You had a fake account created about her to torment her, and you know good goddamn well who it was that did it for you. So stop. And I think that's why she's trying to discredit Amanda so much, because if Amanda really wanted to fight back, she probably could.
Yeah. But you know, that's the thing. Amanda has got absolutely no interest in her. She just doesn't get it. And the thing is, Miss Liability's issue was always mainly with Jules. If it was Amanda and Amanda wanted to go for anyone, it would be Maria. You know, like, she's just an idiot. And
Yep.
because Jules claimed it was Amanda, but Jules has also claimed it was Cooch. And then recently, she blamed someone else.
Wow.
She
So
blamed who?
she blamed Cooch. She said Miss Liability was Cooch.
Wait, recently?
Well, that was who Jules first said it was.
Oh. Oh,
So Mod 148 showed it in her DMs that she blamed Cooch initially. And then she blamed Amanda. But I'm sure recently she's blamed a third person.
jeez. This is the same people that like show proof, and but when they say this Reddit account's this person, this Reddit account, you know, nobody else
Mhm.
can guess who the account is, but they can.
It makes me laugh because see if you respond to Maria and you come back at Maria, Maria can go out after every bit of Jen's life and she's not a stalker. But if we respond to Maria, we're stalkers. George is a stalker. I'm a stalker. I'm not a stalker. I only respond to what I see online, Maria, and what you're
Yep.
doing on YouTube. That's it. I've got no other interests in anything. What I don't like is you're a bully. That's my problem. I don't like bullies, and even whether I agree with Jen Bailey or not, she's the underdog. And when it comes to Maria, I will defend her because I don't like bullies. And it annoys me. Maria will come out with all this stuff. I've saw very questionable things from Facebook and conversations Maria was having. What was all your interest, Maria, in all these young Middle Eastern men? Like young. And
Yeah.
why
Do you
was one of them?
remember?
Why
Do you
was one of
remember?
them making her blush? You're making me blush now with a little embarrassed face and all that. Like, I mean, I was like, this is questionable. Why was she talking like that to these young men? And people were saying, has she promised to get you a K1 visa? And they were like, yes.
Really?
Oh,
Do you remember all she would always have like people in her DMs and then she would drop them in and like I could never figure out like why does she have all of these guys in her DMs? Like
yep.
nobody else was having it. You know what I
Nope.
mean?
I've had one, I think, on my, IG account. I think I had one reach out to me to try to chat me up. That's
I
it.
just decline them. I just see them and decline them. But that's what Vault's saying. Why is she engaging with all these men?
Yeah, I don't know. I will say this though. I'll be glad if she wants to talk about my family dynamics again. I'll be glad to dive into why I do think that. I'll hold off for now on that, but I'll be glad to share those. I wanted to go back to something real quick too, though.
Yeah.
Remember how they called Cooch a stalker because she had a mask of John for Halloween?
Mhm.
But the same people, it wasn't a stalkerish when she had how many pictures of your face all over her house, as well as a mask.
And
That's
upset because of my community tab because I was like, oh, Carlos is going to make her wear that to bed tonight. And I was like, as long as you give my face a wipe. And I was just writing stuff like that. And she was calling me a pervert. And bitch, you're running about with my whole face and your face. I don't blame that man if he wanted you to keep that on that night. I just don't blame him.
I don't blame me either.
I would have asked her to keep it on.
And then, yeah, the stalker that ordered a wig, a chicken, a bandana, glasses, and everything else. And again, screenshots every fucking chat. Honey, you're the stalker. You're the stalker. I don't have
Yes.
thousands of screenshots of every chat you're in. It just don't.
Hmm.
And I know Ann doesn't either. But I remember how that worked. She would get screenshots sent to her all the time. And I'm sure I've sent a screenshot.
Look what Gypsy wrote.
Hold on, let me find it. Oh, this one? Do you got
Which
banned?
one? No, that one. Which
Oh.
one brings the iguana to bed?
Right? Yeah, I tell you what, you hug those iguanas more than I hug my chickens. I promise you that, Maria. She's
It's
obsessed
the
with
only
my
thing that will hug her.
and it's cold as her. That's why they both don't need to get any body heat from each other.
Mm.
They're reptilian blood running through them. Actually, I don't know.
And
That's lizard. Sorry, go ahead.
no, it's okay. I was just going to say, yeah, that live that I covered from January, I was actually starting to get really, really bored and tired, and just I thought, when is this going to end? Because she just repeats herself. She's like a machine gun, rattling through people and what she says, and then she repeats it all again, and then she repeats it all again, and then she repeats, and you're just like, oh my god, like when is
It's like
this
a
going to
ping
end?
pong ball all over the place.
I'm telling you, it's worse when I'm going through all these old lives and I'm like, wait a second, is this a recent live? Nope, it's from 8 months ago, and it's literally the same. I have a broody lady I took out of the box. Quit it. Yeah, it was literally, you would absolutely think it was last week. It was the exact same things that she says about Jen, the exact same thing she says about George, the exact same things about you. And again, I don't know why she's focusing in on Dreamy. Dreamy's been busy and doing her,
Yeah, yeah. Jamie's just been stayed away from it because,
Yeah.
again, I will never put anything private again on this platform. That was exposed for me, and I owned it, but I will never do that again because
Yeah, what
people
they
are
did.
just nasty, and it's nobody's business.
Hmm.
Even though I'm a big damn cheater, apparently. And do you know who doesn't think that? That's the funny thing. My husband. He doesn't think that.
I believe it.
Hmm.
But it's funny, she says it with such authority, and they just all run with it.
She's the same one who would sneak her husband's phone and block people. Come on. At 63 years old, you still hunting down your husband's phone to block people
Well,
because you.
he had to save Sarita under a different name, and she sussed that out too.
Yeah, like I said, I'll be glad to dive into all the dynamics. She pulls that shit again, and that's part of the reason I stepped away, because I was like starting not to like how I was going to react. And
Yeah.
you're not going to find the doxing. You're not going to find the threatening that she does. And again, I see them say leave family out of it, but unless it's Maria doing it, then she gets a pass because
Right.
it's growth. That's what I'm
Did
saying.
anybody say anything today when she spoke about Volt's mum?
I wasn't watching the chat. Did you happen to watch?
Mm-mm. I didn't see anybody say it, and I was watching because I'm like thinking to myself, okay, so is this how we're going to play? So I want people to take note that she's doing this first. She did it first the other day, and she did it again today. So I'm just taking mental note because I don't want to hear people crying about, and I don't want to hear Maria saying, I was just responding. No, if I say something about you, Maria, feel free to say something about me. But the minute you go at my family, you take it to a whole different level. So I'm like taking mental note, like everybody needs to fucking know she did it first. So I don't want to hear the crying about it when it happens again to her.
But you know the thing, Volt, I mean, that really bothers me is you've never said your mum has got dementia. That was just a lie from Maria. But the other thing is,
Hmm.
she does know that, and I hope you don't mind me saying this, your mum has suffered from poor health. So she knows that's a vulnerable spot for you. And she thinks she's attacking a weak spot. She doesn't know that that went right over your head. You don't give a shit.
Yep.
But she thinks she's trying to attack a weak spot, you know. And I'm going to say it again, this shows me she does this to other people's mums, like Jen, like even bringing yours up, because she doesn't care about her own. She doesn't care. She's got no love and respect for her own. So that's the way she treats other people's mums. And that's just my opinion.
Yeah, no,
That's it.
that's exactly how I feel. Like at first, when she first did it about like when she mentioned she was gonna post my son's stuff, I was pissed. But now I'm just like I expect it from Maria, and I've come to realize she's trying to trigger us by mentioning our families because she knows we
Yeah.
love and care about them. But
Yes.
she doesn't feel the same about hers.
Nope.
So, like,
She doesn't
it,
care if we drag her family. That's the thing. She doesn't care. The
no,
only person she cares that anybody mentions is her husband. That's the only person that or is it an act? Is it an act? Like, I don't get it because I just don't get it.
I don't get
well,
letting
she's
schools
63.
talk about
She
it.
she tried to drag daddy for where daddy lived, right? She tried to make fun of daddy for where daddy lived. Maria's lived where she's lived for a very long time. And anybody that's anybody knows in the state of Florida, a long time ago, you could buy a house cheap. So, Maria, why didn't you buy your place? Why are you still renting your place? But you're dragging daddy for what she owns in the state that she owns it, which I'm sure costs probably way more than a house in Florida, right?
But
So
that's not,
she's,
yeah, she doesn't go real life, but she just happens to know what kind of property she has.
Yeah,
yeah,
daddy's address. I wonder who gave her daddy's
I
address.
wonder. I
I
wonder.
wonder.
Another
yep,
one. But again, nobody calls her out and says, well, you did do this. You did post these kids. You did dox Kendra's job. You have doxed Ann's job. You did call Ann. I mean, nobody calls her shit out. Nobody.
yep.
And then it's like, well, you should know not to mess with Maria. Fuck that. I'm so tired of that. I'm telling you, I'm going to lose my shit with that excuse. And
Yeah,
again,
don't
Yep.
poke the bear. Like, I know she looks like a bear, but come on. Come
yeah,
on.
you can't. And then you can't have it both ways. We walked away because we saw the behavior and we're sick of it. It wasn't changing. It was always the same. It was same fight. But
And she would try to say Dreamy would come into the chat and control because there was that mod group chat. She would come in. No, Dreamy actually cared about her health. Maria's health, I know they
Yep.
all want to pretend there's not a problem. And maybe Maria doesn't share with them. I don't know, nor do I care. But Maria's health literally is on the decline from how much stress, staying up all night, just monitoring chats and being triggered and just rapid firing on our community tab. She is triggered and it is affecting her health. So yes,
Yes.
Dreamy would go in that chat and say, stop sending it to her. Because
yes,
privately, Maria would come into the other chat and be like, I'm so stressed out. I'm having heart palpitations. I should go to the hospital. Ugh. Like in asking Brooke for advice, like she would
Yep.
have all these problems. She's had a seizure because of her stress. So
Yep.
yes.
God forbid that Dreamy was trying to protect Maria and her health by saying that. She wasn't trying to control her because if nobody cared about Maria, we just said, whatever, just keep sending it to her until she strokes out. Like,
Well, and if
but
they're
that's
not
what they're doing now.
and Maria, that should tell you something, because if you don't actually have a true friend that is actually trying to protect your health, and if they keep sending you shit, they don't give a shit about you then. Because we all would try to tell you to, don't watch, don't do this, don't accept screenshots, tell people not to say. It wasn't just Dreamy, but Dreamy, had access to the other mod chat to say, please, please don't send it. So it fit the narrative just fine. But it should tell you something. Either they're afraid of you or they're giving you allowances because they know you can't control yourself, and they don't care if you get all stressed out. You actually had people that cared.
What if
Yeah.
it is they send it to Maria because they know Maria will go live and talk shit. And they know we're not going to go dig in on each one of their past and drag and dox each and every one of them. So they've got Maria, the spokesperson. I mean, I'm just spitballing here, but I'm just an idea. Like they got Maria, the spokesperson, going live, flipping out, cussing everybody, doxing people, and they think it's a great show. But they know they're not going to get it in return because nobody over here is going to do that. Nobody over here is interested in doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
part of the reason why I said I stepped away, because I was getting to the point. It's so much fun sitting here attacking all my subs. Let's see if you guys like it. We'll see how much then you try to rein her in, because when you guys are affected, I was so tired of watching my chat get bullied, their shit thrown out, everything. And I totally understand why George got to the point of saying, okay, you guys are throwing all my information around here. How do you like it?
Yep,
And
that's exactly what it did. Because Maria kept posting his family and Jenny kept posting his family on Reddit. And then she was threatening to post at one point his brother and sister. She's also posted a picture of his mum. So when he started reacting and posting legal documents belonging to Jenny's niece, Maria's son, and whatever, that was her own fault. And she'll say, I was responding to George. No, bitch, you did it first. You did it first.
She absolutely did. Because again, I know exactly where I was the day that this shit went down, and I was pissed because it was just another example, and I'm like, that was the final straw. And it wasn't because I knew George all that well. It was just obviously the pattern wasn't going to change. She does the same thing. She does all this shit and then cries victim. And she did it. She started it with me exactly. Never once showing proof. I mean, literally out the gate. E11's talking about my family. Anne's talking about my family. So I'm going to talk about her, relationship. So fuck them. Fuck. Yeah, I was to the
Do
point.
you know what the irony? Because one of the people that's the worst for sending her screenshots is Fancy Feast. And I remember when we started going live all the time, and I remember Dreamy coming to me and saying, who is this woman that keeps deleting her own comments? And I was like, what? She said, have you not noticed it? And I was like, no. She said she writes a comment in the chat and then deletes it like a couple of minutes later. And I was like, really? And it was Fancy Feast. She was so fucking paranoid about people dragging her or pulling up her comments that she would delete them. And I hadn't noticed it. Then I did. So I mean, obviously she stopped doing it after a while. But she wrote a comment in a chat once that I'm sure Busy Blue and Jolene sort of pulled up. Look, this woman wrote this, blah, blah, blah. And she felt attacked and she was crying her eyes out to Maria, blah, 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 blah. And she's the very fucking person screenshotting and sending to Maria what everybody else says. So that really pisses me off. See, if you can't take it, stop doing it to other people.
Yep. But I guarantee you guys, if we start doing what she does to our subs, she is not going to care and she is not going to stop. That's why I know it's pointless to do that, because she just won't care that you guys are in the line of fire. She does not care about, people in the way. It won't matter. I've seen her do it over and over and over again. I watched her sit there and antagonize when Brooke was away attending to her family business. Maria was going live antagonizing Siwa, and I'm like, what, why are you doing this? Why are you? She's not even around to defend herself, and she's just.
We begged her to stop. We begged her to stop. It was making it worse for Brooke. In my opinion, it was only triggering Siwa to attack Brooke more, and Maria didn't give a shit. Like, it's Brooke's fucking family, dude, and you don't even care about her family. This is supposed to be your friend.
Yep.
Sorry, Rainbow. I am behind. Yep.
I mean, the night that she wrote something about Brooke's daughter on our chat that it ended resulting in the whole ICE thing, that was a reaction to something. Brooke wasn't even speaking about her. Brooke wasn't even speaking about her, but that's what she decided to do on her community tab. And that's when Brooke reacted.
Yeah. And my reaction probably would have been a lot worse, honestly. She had no right discussing a very young adult at all. But that's what she does. And then she deletes it.
Yeah. I don't get it.
I don't get it either, but I'll be glad to go back and sit in the bushes, but you're going to title a live with my, this is for you, Jan and Sue, and then we can play the same game, Maria. Leave me, let me sit in the bushes. What's wrong with you?
Right.
And most of these people, are just having their comments like Gypsy or whoever. You just don't like it. You shouldn't be a CC, seriously, if you literally have to attack freaking so it's one thing to like snap back at a sub, but when you're sitting there literally threatening them like that, no, you've lost the plot, in my opinion. Bring my fan in.
And again, and I don't get it because I never understood why Secret Treasures did it all the time too. And Secret Treasures, you writing in a chat, somebody sent me that about, oh, I can't wait, Anne's karma's coming soon. Like, grow up. What age are you, Linda? What age are you? And you're writing stuff like that. But you're the very same person that sends Maria a lot of screenshots and fires her up. If you cared about her and her health, you wouldn't be doing that shit, and you've always done it. And she didn't like it that Dreamy called her out for it. She didn't like it. We were trying to protect Maria. There's a fucking difference. Nobody was trying to control her. We were trying to protect her. And we wasted our time and energy. We just completely was a waste of time and energy. And I don't care what these people do for her now. But see if anything happens to her, blame yourselves. Blame
Yep.
yourselves.
Yep.
Yep. I was just going to say, I don't know what's really going on. I haven't asked Brooke if I mean, it was alluded to, so what we can only guess that there's some issues going on, and we can all only guess that it's probably related to stress and stuff. So I'm being very clear. Brooke has not shared anything other than what I heard live. But typical that you would sit there and use her for personal information to help. I'll talk about it because you talked about your husband's medical issue. You used Brooke for that. And I guess another personal thing. And she, put your issues aside after all the shit talking you've done on her. And then that's how you treat her, because she doesn't hate the same people you do.
And you know what? See, that whole medical issue, I believe that was completely exaggerated. So Brooke would unblock her, and Brooke did unblock her, because for me, it was made to sound a lot worse than it actually fucking was. And Brooke never told me that. I'm talking about what I heard publicly. To say 1 minute he's getting 2 stents and he hadn't even had the angiogram, like, that's a crock of fucking shit. And then, of course, he didn't need anything because it wasn't that bad. But by that time, Brooke's already unblocked her. She's been supporting her. So when people were calling her out for being in a chat while he was in the hospital, then I get it now, because it wasn't that fucking serious. It wasn't that fucking serious. But she pretended it was for attention. For attention.
And wasn't
What a
somebody
sick-
saying on a public live that it was a blockage in his widowmaker?
Yes,
I
the
swear
widowmaker.
somebody
Yeah,
was
yeah.
saying that on a
Yeah,
public
it was.
live.
Yeah, that's what was getting said. It was the widowmaker. Like, talk about exaggerating, and it ended up he never even needed the stent. He got an angiogram, and that was it. People get them. Probably the hospitals do probably 1,000 a day. Well, maybe not as much as
Maybe
that,
it
but
was a stent for a kidney. I mean, they do stents for kidney stones. I wonder if she just let people jump to the conclusion.
no. The words widowmaker were used.
Wow.
Which is
So
not something to make fun of
no,
or
absolutely isn't.
even put on
Absolutely isn't.
anybody.
Absolutely isn't. And again, Maria, I'm going to tell you something about karma. I don't think Maria understands how karma works. See, when you put bad juju out there, that bad juju will come back to you. It doesn't come back to your family, your spouse, your kids, your grandkids. It comes back just to you. Okay? So that's what we say. Be careful with your words. But
Yep.
she says people get karma if something happens to their family members. Like, she's very sick in the head. Well, if that was the
Mhm.
case, Maria, I would be feeling very unsafe if I was related to you.
Absolutely. There's a lot of karma coming in.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I was listening to a live Rainbow where she told you to go get the information, and then you did, and then all hell broke loose.
Mhm.
And yeah, you have stopped, but you're another one too that you have an arrow, miss liability. You guys are, I guarantee, top of the list. Don't make any slip ups, because we know what happens when the address and stuff, your homes get posted or talked about and trashed. Has anybody sat there and trashed where you live, Maria? No. Has anybody trashed where your subs live? Well, I know they've made fun of the cat in the wall thing with Lindsay, but that, Lindsay talks a lot about that shit too. But in general, no, it's not the same. But whatever.
But you know the thing, Siwa actually did go through Maria's house at one point. I think I think they pulled it up and they were talking about it and basically saying her house wasn't that nice and stuff. Yeah, I don't think, I don't know if what house looks like. See, that's what I mean. I've never looked. I've never shared Maria's address. I've never shared any of her information. I've never shared where she works. And the fact that she had the cheek to say that I created that LinkedIn, prove it, Maria. Prove it. I don't have the fucking time and energy to create myself a LinkedIn. I don't have a
Right.
LinkedIn. Why would I create? And do you know what? See, because I'm in a different country, I don't even think I'd be able to do that for America. Because it's going to come up differently. And how would I know? I didn't even know where she worked. Somebody sent me the LinkedIn and I was like, oh, she's a clerk, okay. And because I wrote in a chat that she was a clerk, oh, that was it. It was me that did it. She's an idiot. She's such a fucking idiot.
Yeah, she absolutely runs with shit.
Mm-hmm. See if she doesn't like somebody, they're to blame for everything. They're to blame for everything. Whereas when Amanda came and said Jules contacted her son, I said, I don't believe that was Jules, and I don't think Jules would actually do that. And I mean that, I don't think that. I've still get the decency to say, stick true and say, well, I don't believe that. Not Maria.
Yeah, no. I'm just curious, like when Maria says it with such conviction, her subs actually believe what she's saying? Because it seems
Yeah,
like
I
they
think these
do.
gullible idiots do. See these fucking people that hang out our arsehole, that are fucking hanging on to the hairs from our arse, like Secret Treasures, Fancy Feast, Jendy, all of those. Well, I don't know about Jendy so much. I don't think she's there so much. But some of these people, yeah, I think they do. Cree, oh my God, she's got her tongue so far up, she's licking her stomach.
That's why hey, Jules, come back and, I'm sure Jules has a lot she could share as well. She didn't do meat potatoes. Because I'm telling you, this is the first time I've ever seen Maria not make the first attack when someone disses her. And so that tells me there's a lot there, but it'd probably take them both down. So
Jules is not stupid to see this bullshit. Yeah, I was doing that to lead Brooke astray, but you still gave her the information that she went live and told the rest of the community because nobody else knew that Glenwood was in jail. Nobody else knew, apart from Maria and her little band of friends. And Brooke didn't go live right away because she'd been working, but Brooke told me days and days before she went live about it.
oh, well, she did
Because
the same
Jules
thing
didn't know.
about the
Sorry?
damn court. She did the same thing to you about the court case. She ran to
Yes.
Jules to tell it. She can't. You
And
just
remember,
can't.
she couldn't wait to tell her because she was so excited about it. Remember, she said
Mhm.
that?
Yep. Now
She was
you're
so excited.
yeah. And Jules was excited as hell too to hear about it. And now they again have twisted the narrative to like, oh my gosh, and she did this and that and this
I
again.
don't give a shit. It was a public link. There was nothing wrong with me clicking that public link.
Yeah, but if someone talks about her daughters, it's okay to go scorched earth. Someone dissing your daughters and posting them, no, you're not supposed to go scorched earth. Again, it's bullshit, double standards.
Do you know what? For me, that was meant to happen because I was annoyed that night in my bed. I was actually annoyed, thinking, this fucking bitch, why does she do this to everybody? And I just happened to put her name in and the area she lives. That was all I really knew was the area she lived. So I put her name in the area she lived, and I saw this, her name versus so-and-so Chow. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, oh my God, she's getting evicted. And here is, I couldn't believe it. It was like, it was meant to happen.
But you know what that proves, though, is that considering what she had just recently done at that point to other people, and that's up to them if they want to talk about, but she had been doing a lot of messy shit behind the background, and no one had still looked into her, court bullshit or
Yeah.
looked her up. So that should tell you that, after all the bullshit Ginny had done, no one had bothered to look her
Yeah.
up.
Like PMR didn't know that either. Daddy didn't know that. The people she'd really been attacking the worst, they didn't know that.
Nope.
So it was news to everyone. So, and Maria say Anne thinks she was so smart and so cocky when she went, yes, I did. Yes, I did. And I know that bothers Maria because do you know what, Maria? I did it with my whole fucking chest. I'm not you. I'm not a little snake in the background passing information to Deadly about people that have done nothing to me. But that's your friend Ginny because Ginny's got a problem with Pippi writing meow in chats. That's all that is.
That's all that is. Didn't she also say
That's
she
why
does?
she's mad at Pippi.
Yes.
That's why Ginny's mad at Pippi because she writes meow all the time in chats. They've got no reason to be mad
Stop.
at Pippi. She's so unproblematic and she doesn't write shit about. The only person she ever calls out about anything probably a little bit is Ginny, but she never really says much. So but the thing was that information, her information was also passed to KK first. And
Oh.
then it was passed to Deadly, and I was blaming Ginny for passing it to KK. Maybe it was Maria. Maybe it was.
Oh, that's right, because they came for Pippi.
Yeah.
I forget which. See, I don't even know what sub. Oh wait,
It was
no,
it was KK because Pippi had wrote KK and Jen, I think, were fighting in somebody's panel, and Pippi was in the chat and she was writing comments. They weren't necessarily directed at KK. From I never saw it. She was saying, look, this is unproductive, blah blah blah. She was talking to the both of them apparently, and we know this is Ginny in KK's ear, like, oh, she's been attacking you, blah blah blah. So then KK called her out, but then KK basically dropped out about her court information from like 30 years before.
Jesus, Pete.
But that information and all her name, address, but I don't think KK put her name and stuff out. But it was all passed to Deadly by Maria. For no reason. Why? Why? But Maria's saying we do shit behind the scenes. I don't do shit like that. If I do shit, you'll know I'm doing it, Maria, because I go live and talk about it. If I'm going to call somebody out, I'll do it fucking publicly.
Yeah, you have admitted to the stuff you've done. Maria's thing is always, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. That was all everybody else. It's my chat, and I apparently have no. I just laugh at that. She acts so, again, if you're the big moral police, but you can't even walk away then from stuff you say you don't agree with, that's why you're a fucking liar. That's why you're a manipulator and changing narratives to play the victim. That says everything I need to know.
And you know what really, and I was dying to say that, because the fact that she was always calling you out for that, oh, you can't see your chat yet. What they didn't realise is, no, you genuinely could not see your chat, that you had really bad eye problems at the time and you were going for surgery. And but you just didn't want to put that out there because she jumps on everything. Everything. She would be dragging you for your eyes. So, I mean, that's sorted out. But at the time, she didn't know that. She kept trying to call you out for not seeing the chat. But like you pointed out, she was on her phone and said she couldn't read the chat.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, is that your karma? Is that your karma? Did it come?
Well done. Oh, dear.
Like, seriously, again, if I was going to come up with an excuse, I'd come up with a better one than that. Jeez, oh, Pete. We all are getting older. We all are going to have fucking problems. And then she tries to make it look like, oh, all these issues are delicate or whatever. Girl, I never had to have an ambulance called. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit. Jeez, for having lunch. So shut the fuck up.
Listen, as soon as she thought she knew that she'd Habanero's daughter, she posted that picture. And now she'll say, oh, when I posted that stock picture. But the problem is, you actually thought it was her daughter. the same with the whole Calanova Queen account. When she thought she knew who that was, she posted a random woman's picture.
Yep.
As soon and this is who she is, and this is why it bothers her that she doesn't know who Rainbow is, who Habanero is. This is what really bothers Maria, because she's got nothing to lord over them, nothing to hold over their head, nothing to attack them about their families or their real life or their jobs. That's what really, really bothers her more than anything.
Trust me, she wants that info. She's going to get that info. She is,
And she always hides it under the guise of show proof. They never show proof. Just like when we all fell out at different times, the way I fell out with her was because of what happened in the email that occurred. And I
Yes.
had the fucking proof. And I told her this, but she had such a hate boner for PMR that she sided with Ginny and kept doing it. And I said, no, Maria, this is what's happened. And she said to me, well, how am I supposed to know if you don't show me the proof? I'm going to show you that proof. So you could now hold that over me, because I have the proof and I have the pictures, but like, she wants you to show proof and she tries to like
But
twist
Paul,
it
I
and
had
manipulate
also
you to
told
try to
her.
give it to her. Yeah, so she can get it and then turn around and hold it against you. You know what I mean?
I had also
Like,
told her, and I was supposed to be her best friend, and she knew that I had seen it, and she knew that it was my name that was used for the email. She knew. She just didn't care. She also knew all the shit Ginny has done to Brooke. She knew what happened to Brooke's little boy. She knew about the PO getting called, our jobs getting called. She knew about everything and didn't care. Her hatred for PMR superseded her loyalty to you, I, and Brooke.
no, I think it was bigger than that. And I think the minute she realized a lot of these ladies stopped showing up in her chat, and I know she, was like, why aren't you showing up? And they told her, and she realized that, one by one they were leaving. She started planning her alliances. She knew you were leaving. That's why she begged for 6 months. So she was making her move, making her, starting to cozy up to Jules. This was way more calculated than
Oh, you're
just.
right, actually. You're actually right. She did. Maybe that is why she started making a move for Jules. You're right.
And then she needed Ginny in there too. And made, I guess, Ginny and Jules became friendly, I'm assuming. But I wonder if Jules knows that Ginny's the one that found it. I'm guessing it sounds like Ginny's the one that I'm guessing here, I guess. I don't know if this is based off actual truth. I'm assuming it's Ginny that found out Glenwood was in prison again.
Yeah, it was. It was. And even that night, when we first fell out, and I said, that's it, I'm done because of her carry on with PMR, she couldn't fucking stop it. And I said,
Yeah.
if you don't stop, I'm walking away. And she posted something else. And then I put a post on my community tab, basically talking about stepping away from the drama and taking accountability. Basically, you're in a situation, if you want to be in it. I was talking about myself. So I put this post up, and the next thing, 2 people were in my comments dragging me immediately. Now, I spoke to one of them and she told me, Maria doesn't understand why you're doing this, blah, blah, blah. You've not told her. And I was like, what? And I sent her one screenshot and she went for Maria. But the other one was Cornhole, who would not fucking stop.
Wow.
But Maria sat there and watched them attack me, and then gave them wrenches, or gave Anastasia a wrench. So this is the way she sort of works. Again, right away, there was no loyalty. And before I said anything about her, she was calling me a drunk, a pill popper.
You said you were a popper yesterday.
Yeah, oh,
in the
she's an
chat.
idiot. That just goes right over my head now. The only reason that ever bothered me before, when Sophie was doing it, was because the implications that they were saying things like, oh, listen to her snorting, as if I was really snorting hard drugs, and then saying, should she have her grandchildren? That's what really bothered me then. But see, now I'm like, I don't care. I know it's bullshit. Everybody knows it's bullshit. And Maria, my sister has never came in alive to tell people there was serious drug taking in my house. that was your sister.
Obviously,
And how many calls did your sister make to CPS? It makes me wonder why were all those calls made?
yeah.
Because see, if you knew your sister was doing that, why would you still be speaking to her? But they never fell out then. They never fell out because of that. All the visits, all the interviews of the kids, and they never fell out. Why?
Well, I think Maria projects a lot. That's why she calls everybody again. I'll be glad to dive into the dynamics. She just projects everything. And the fact that she hasn't learned her lesson, how many times has she been to court? How much money has she spent? And she still says slanderous things like that.
Yeah.
That she just doesn't learn. Again, it just shows that she's got no control. She is a liability. My husband would be pissed if I was constantly being drugged to court, of course, it didn't cost them money. They made money on this shit. She keeps talking about receipts. Let's start at the beginning and show the receipts you said you were going to. How about that? Again, I know we keep saying it, but you guys act like it's not important. But it is, because that was her word. She took money under a pretense and never provided any fucking details. And y'all are like, okay, it's fine.
Yeah, but the first person to call it out was JJ, and I said to Maria, and
That's right.
you know, I wonder, I don't even know if she get that back, because I said to Maria, return that money, because the money all went to Maria every month. And I said to Maria, return that money to her right now. Return that $200 she donated, return it right now. And Maria sort of like hesitated. So I don't know if she got it back or not. I assume she did, because she shut the
did.
fuck up about it.
I think she did, but I thought it was $50, not $200. But I could be wrong.
No, I think I don't know. I thought at one point she
I think it
donated
was like
200. I don't know.
I mean,
yeah, I think it was like 200.
Yeah, I think it was 200. But so she got that back. But now Maria's obviously telling the truth, even though people have came to me even since then and said, "Yep, you see, she lied at the time." Well, yeah, she always has. But you are all now friends with her. Make it make sense.
I can't make that one make sense. It's like it's. Oh, she's grown. Which she's literally saying, "No one's stopping me." She's grown. I swear to God, I just laugh every fucking time. Like, do you not hear the words? And then I mean, I hear like Maria professing her love for Bliss, and I guess Bliss and Heidi's was like, I don't really. This was just recently because I thought they were all good. She kind of sounds like she's stepping away. You should. I mean, just for anything you've shared, I would hate to see anything used that you shared. Like any of our families, we don't want that shit talked about. I'm saying all of our families. So I don't, decode that message. But I don't know.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Maria was in, I think it was KK's live yesterday, speaking to Bliss and JJ and saying, Anne just lies all the time. And I'm like, when? Show me the proof, Maria, that I've lied about anything. Show me the proof.
She's never
Show me.
shown. She's
No,
never.
she can't. I'll own anything I say and take accountability for anything I say. And that's
Yep.
it.
And you've made amends to the people that you need to make amends to. Whether they accept it, that or not, that's up to them, obviously. And I've tried to do the same.
Well, I said in my live yesterday, I'll happily stop talking about that woman if she wants to keep her fucking mouth shut. And then she was writing comments in that chat. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. I'm not going to start. Don't keep pushing my buttons, because you won't don't poke the bear. Isn't that what they say? Don't poke the bear. Hi,
Yeah.
Kay.
Hey, Kay.
It's fucking crazy to use such a serious situation. And again, I think everybody should be posting about ICE, and ICE should be a conversation. It's something that shouldn't be happening. The same as racism in America shouldn't be happening, period, the way it does to people of colour. That's been happening for a long fucking time. None of it should be happening. I don't agree with any of it. But if you're going to take a stance, take a stance. Don't just pick and choose, cherry pick when it suits you to use it. Just don't do that.
Absolutely. And I can't imagine anybody clicking on any link that she posts because I don't know. Maybe those are, her ways of trying to push the cause, but there's no way in hell I'd click any link.
Hell no.
Hell no. So I don't know. But yeah, it's funny. It's not funny. I mean, she brings it up when someone makes that comment, but we'll sit in chats gladly with people that are okay with that the administration, I guess, doing that. So make that make sense. And anybody asking why we're doing this live, because we were all named in a live, and then she, as usual, changes. She likes to do this. She'll
Plays games.
Yeah, plays games, puts my name in it. So, fuck it. You want to play games? Let's play games, I guess. Well, you're not the only one that can put out a first and last name, first and middle name. I can do it too. But
she's so childish.
We're
not dealing with somebody with a full deck.
No.
No, that elevator is not reaching the top floor there.
Yeah. You can't fault us for questioning, seriously, the logic here, because her logic just never lines up. It never does. It's a bunch of arrows pointing at each other, and it's the way she weaves things. Any logical person is going to start to question her sanity, her unhingedness when somebody posts 23 fucking posts a day. No, we're going to question.
At all fucking hours. All I know is I'm waking up in the morning well rested, and I'm like 3 hours ago from 7 like I'm doing the math. I'm like, this bitch been posting at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Like, does she sleep? No wonder she looks so raggedy.
Yeah, no, seriously, I saw that too. They were like 4 hours apart. I just can't imagine waking up in the middle of the night that upset. Or did you even go to bed? I don't know. You got to question this at that point.
She's got multiple devices. She records and she's listening. She listens at work. She listens at home. I think she goes to sleep listening to it. I'm just like, golly.
I have to turn it off. Like, I legit want to turn it off. There's just no way. And I have to ease into it in the morning. It's like, I don't want to ruin my day. Why would you want to do that to yourself? I don't get it.
Yep.
But yeah. And if you can't handle people having opinions in other people's chats and you're going to keep doing this shit, then you're going to get responses, period. That's just it. If you can, then so can we. So, yep, I haven't done a live in, I don't know, 4 weeks maybe. And you title a live after me. Oh, you got my attention. There you go. Shit. Hey, Steph. Oregon, nice to see you. All right, well, yeah, I don't think I'm going to cover that 5-hour live even. I listened to it, and it was exactly like I thought it was. I was like bewildered of why, because of one comment, and she blamed the wrong person. As Anne's quote. She sat there and just went off on a person that was wrong about.
They should take a screenshot. I've got the screenshot. I'll show you all the screenshot. Hi, Steph.
Then she had to do a mea culpa. Oh, well, still counts. And yeah, one comment and you attacked like at least like 18 people. That's rational.
That's funny.
Nothing wrong with that brain at all. So I'm glad she's someone else's
But
problem.
then when somebody says about Lisa Marie writing in her chat about Dreamy's kid's father, she then said, I'm not responsible for Lisa Marie.
What the fuck? See, this is what I mean. And she liked the comment and everything. She didn't delete it, and it literally had a threat in there that she was going to call someone, and yet I and all my chatters are getting reamed and threatened over a comment. Make it make sense. That's why people think there's something seriously wrong there, Maria. Seriously. But
Well,
what
we don't think we at this point we know.
Yeah. It's not a joke. I'm dead ass. Like there is something going on upstairs. Or not going on upstairs, maybe is better phrase.
Something's not right.
The lights are off.
Good God. And yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, I
Thank
appreciate
you for letting me up.
absolutely. And
Funny.
I admire your restraint on that one. I tell you, Walt, because mothers and children, again, family like that should be off limits. And she can't have a conversation without throwing your family, anyone's family, under the bus. So I'm sorry she did that to you, but you handled it really well.
Yeah.
Way better than
I'm
I
honestly, it's not even, it's like I said, it's thank you, Maria, for opening the door because now you've given me the right to go at yours. Thank you. Appreciate it. I don't even fucking care anymore. I know what the truth is. So
Exactly. I feel that way when she talked about my family dynamics. Then fine, doors open. Why? It had been open. Again, she'd been doing it for months, and
right.
so fuck that. Wasn't I know?
Okay.
Wasn't,
Well, sleep well, everybody, and thank you for having me up. Are you okay?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Right.
Yeah.
Bye.
guys.
Bye.
All right, bye. Let me y'all don't
I
mind.
got chickens.
Go hug a chicken. Oh, hold on. I'm
Thank
switching.
you for letting me up.
Absolutely. Thank you again, Val. It's nice to see you and talk to you. It's been a while.
Nice talking to you. I know. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Huh. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Oh, so many times. So many times. Yeah, exactly. Unless it's in the chat that she's in. All right, I'll play us out. If you guys don't mind hitting the like and Dreamy, thank you again for being a member for, oh my gosh, 18 months. And for the 10 gifted memberships, I'll have to go back and look at the chat. I missed a lot of I missed the beginning of the chat. People had a lot to say. So, oh well. Let me see if this is pulled up. It is. All right, guys. Have a great rest of the evening. And I want to say enjoy your Friday, but it's only Wednesday. So, damn it. All right. Bye, guys. Let's play a song. Can I play? Oh. Goodness, what is going on? Let's try this. Oh, let me reload the page. Maybe I'll just end it. Stop being a... There.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to...
Don't forget to wish, if you see Sweets in the chat later this week, to wish her happy birthday and look for a special live this Saturday from a special location.
my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. a hold of you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.
I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back.
I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And then you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
Why'd you go and tear me apart if you're gonna come